Welcome back to part two of our Miss World Philippines interviews. And as is customary in Miss World, I will announce them in reverse order. Second princess, Casey Banks.
Hi.
First princess, we have Miss Shannon Curver.
Hello.
Miss Philippines Tourism, we have the beautiful Miss Glyza Perez. And Miss Multinational Philippines, Isabel De Leon.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, ladies. How
Hi.
are you?
We're good. We're
Good. Having us
excited.
here.
I'm so glad you guys are here.
Yes, finally.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Different accents.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're all from. But I'm so happy to actually see all of you because I followed, as you know, from the
Yes.
screening all the way up to the out of town, to almost like every event,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
to the
there.
coronation. I saw all of you, and as I told the first batch, all of you deserve your titles because I've seen how hard each one of you worked,
Thank you.
and as I said, that it really has nothing to do with like either beginner's luck or if it's your second
Yeah.
time. It really has to do with your performance, and it's your
Exactly.
destiny.
Oh,
And it's your first pageant, right?
yes, and you were so nice. Like when the first time I met Voltaire, he was encouraging me, and so it really meant a lot to me. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Actually, I saw her one time. I think it was during one of the press cons in Novotel, and from afar, I'm like, who's that girl like runwaying
I was practicing
at the lobby of
passerella.
Novotel
Oh.
at the second floor?
Yeah, because
And
it
then-
was her free day. So
Yeah.
I took
But
that.
why were you there? Like, why there?
I met up with a friend and I
Ah.
asked for his help to help me with my passerella. It was our free day.
Okay.
But then, yeah, I had to put extra effort and yeah, practicing my passerella.
It paid off, obviously.
Oh, thank you. And you were there. I was able to meet you there.
Yes. Now, one of the things that I noticed also was your dad was there. And so, I mean, how special is that? That, your dad has been so supportive of you.
Oh, yeah, it's really special. Especially, I've been with him ever since I started my acting career and my music. So, doing the pageant with him is really special. We get to learn together.
Is he a
That's so cute.
stage dad?
It was really tough for him. It was so hard
He's
for
super
him.
nice.
Yes,
Like he
yeah.
would also cheer for the other girls. Like, "Oy, Tito, you're here ulit."
Yes.
Super, I
super
love
supportive.
it. Super.
Oh, that's amazing. So at least everybody's there, like
Yeah.
supporting one another. Now I asked the girls because it's been 2.5 weeks since you got
Yeah.
crowned.
Yes.
What have you indulged in? Is it food
Oh.
or not going to the gym?
Both. Both.
Okay.
Mine's both.
Glide.
I haven't had a proper workout since like 3 or 5 weeks ago, which is so bad.
That's even before the pageant.
Yeah, I mean, actually after Zambales,
Okay.
our Zambales
The beach
trip.
After the beach
after
beauty,
the
we're
beach
like-
beauty, everyone's like, nope, beach beauty is done. We can just relax. You don't have to fully work out. But I've just been really enjoying the food that I had to sacrifice because obviously, when you're in a diet or in pageant mode, you have to really eat healthy. Although I'm eating healthy naman, it's just more a balance. Like I treat myself more than before.
What are your treats?
Like my weakness is really potato fries. Like I love fries.
Carbs.
Yeah, that's my
Yes.
weakness.
Potato
Yeah, I
fry.
love potato fries. So
love that.
if you guys bring me hot chips, fries, I will open
Wait,
my arms.
Because you're Australian, so potato fries are what? Chips.
We call it hot chips. In
They're potato
Australia.
chips.
Yeah, like
Okay.
we don't really say fries. Like it was
Uh-huh.
only when I moved here. Parang everyone's like fries. I'm like fries, like hot chips. Because I say hot chips.
Yeah.
In Australia, you say
Yeah,
hot
because
chips.
chips here are like the snacks. Right?
Yeah.
Like the
I learned that
packets of snacks.
the hard way. I ordered I'm like, Kuya, ano to? Ano to? Ma, that's potato chips. I'm like, no, that's just chips lang. And I'm like, oh, it's different. So
Yeah.
that's my weakness.
What about you, Cassie?
Oh well, me, I'm a foodie ever since the start of the pageant. I'd eat sa buffet, they'd see me eating something or drinking coffee. So after the pageant, nothing changed. I still ate, and then I just got back to the gym yesterday because I'm just preparing, and of course I want to go back to living a healthy lifestyle and. Of course, indulge now and then with the good stuff. Like, I love milk tea. So, I had milk tea like 2 days ago. And then I love buffets. I love like only Korean, the Sangyu.
Yes.
So I have one coming up. Oh, yeah,
We
good.
should all go together.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
Where's the
calories.
invite?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
you should
treat.
invite
Like you
us.
deserve it. At the back of my head, like whenever I eat something, girl, you deserve this. You work so hard.
Yes.
And then
Treat yourself.
yeah, like treat yourself, and then go back to your strict diet after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shannon.
Of course, my fellow foodie.
We're like the foodies of Miss World Philippines. So I stopped dieting after the press presentation.
Same.
Parang mas matagal yan.
It's been a long time, and so I love food kasi, and I'm a stress eater, and of course pageants are very stressful. So it's not a good combination for me because I'm like, oh my god, I'm so stressed, I'm gonna eat and eat. So actually when we went to Zambales, my luggage was like full of food and
Yeah,
everything.
right?
That's what I brought, food.
Pareho tayo.
Yeah.
I brought lots of food too.
Exactly.
That's why I like gravitate towards you girls. Kasi foodies din kayo.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go on a food date.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Food
should.
date.
Now, so since winning also,
Yes.
have you noticed if you've been spending more time or less time on social media?
Ooh.
Isabel?
Yeah, that's tricky.
I think was I
Hey, nothing changed.
a bit more time. I guess.
Looking at yourself? No.
No. I think because I've been promoting also
Oh, yeah, I
with
was waiting
another
for you.
show,
Ah, okay.
Madrasta, and yeah. So I think that's what takes up my time.
Madrasta is a TV
It's
show.
a TV show.
Is it based on the movie of Sharon?
I think.
Funny story, I actually told my stepmom before. I said, you should see that movie. Although I've actually never seen it.
You haven't seen
And
it.
it's funny that you mentioned it now. Maybe I'll watch it.
Cute.
How about you?
I think, to be honest, I think during pageant period, I spent less time on social media. And then only because I felt like during pageant mode, especially when people say comments or like, it clouds your mindset. So because of that, like I try to say, like I spend less time on social media. The only time I would go on social media is when, obviously, when I need to post or keep people updated or. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But now I feel like I'm posting regularly, like
Okay.
to update people on what I'm doing and promotion for my advocacy as well. So, yeah.
It kind of like took you guys out of the real world, diba? Like during the pageant
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
time. Like for
Actually.
Cassie and Shannon, like, do you feel like you're back into your regular routine, sort of?
No, I'm actually trying to catch up with my like family time and the friends. But regarding your question, if I spent more time, I was really active on social media during
Yeah.
the competition. I felt like it's the only way I could reach out to my supporters whenever I post something, and I want them to be updated whatever we were doing. If not with an Instagram post, at least stories, so they'd see what's happening, like real time, like the real me.
Yeah.
And then after the competition, I laid off from social media. I slept because I got really sick. Like we got really sick.
Okay.
And then now I feel like I'm slowly getting back into my posting and then talking to like followers because they did message me, and as much as possible I try to reply because I feel like it's my way of thanking them for being there ever since, like even if low-key supporting me. So yeah, slowly getting back into it.
Yeah, because you actually have one of the biggest followers.
I
And I know
think
you have
so.
a lot of supporters.
Yeah, surprisingly, I was like one of the fast track, the multimedia, which meant that you're active on social media aside from the head-to-head. That the one of the most important keys is that interaction with your supporters. So I was like, oh yeah, I think so. Because I asked like Aura, my roommate, am I really that active? And she was like, yeah, you are. You reply to basically every comment there is, or if not, you heart it. Like, so I'm alright. So yeah.
Because I think the two of us were actually friends on
Yeah,
either
we're friends on Facebook.
before we actually met in person, and then when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
saw
I
each
added
other.
you
Yeah.
because I'm a fan. I follow your like stories and all. Okay, I'm like really flattered to have met you
And then when we
spent
met
time.
each other, we're like, oh my gosh, we're like real life
We're
friends
really,
now.
yeah, that's what I said. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're past this like the Instagram, the social media friendship.
Because it's so funny how like a lot of times you meet people these days,
Yeah.
and you've been friends with them on Facebook, and then
And you don't know how to react.
You
Yeah.
don't know how to
I've seen your
exactly like
vacation in, in
I
Spain.
know you just broke up with so.
How did you know
You
that?
don't know how to
Yeah, what about you,
react.
Shannon?
Shani.
Before the pageant, I wasn't really active on social media. Like, I like stalking people, of course, but I wouldn't
Wow, she admitted
really,
it. Just
yeah, I wouldn't really regularly post or anything. But I think during Miss World, I really started to become active, especially on stories and posting more. And even now, I try to post, but I'm not that active on social media, no. And during the pageant, I also try to not look at the comments or anything because, of course, you want to keep a positive mindset. So, yun.
Speaking of mindset, now Miss World is known for its fast track events,
Yes.
and there were times, of course, when they're going to be announcing the finalists for each one. Now, every time that there's a fast track finalist announced, and then your name is not on there, or your name is on there, how did that affect your mindset during the competition?
Oh.
If anybody can.
Oh, well, for me, the first fast track I got into was the Beach Beauty. At that time, like Shani would know, I was going through a really bad time in my life. Like I was like crying every night because of the stress. The stress really got to me. And then following day was Beach Beauty. And when I got called into the top 7, they were all like, "Oh, that's a sign that you're doing good.
Yeah.
So stop looking at the bad stuff or the negative things that's happening. Look at the positive things." So that's where my mindset really changed. Like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm distracted now. I need to go and get back into the game. So that's when my mindset really changed. Because you really can't avoid it. It's human nature to feel like sometimes you're down and then sometimes you're up. And most of the time, we look at the bad things because, you doubt yourself. So the biggest competition in the competition is yourself.
Yes.
Like you're
Yeah.
competing against yourself, your mindset. So yeah, the Beach Beauty really, it was a wake up call for me.
It pushed you.
Yeah, the turning point in my life. I was like crying again. Like, oh my God, thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah.
Now for Glyza, now because this is your second time.
Yeah.
But then last year you hosted
Was a
the press
con. Yeah, press
presentation.
presentation.
And then this year you went back as a candidate. So I can't imagine, like, what was your mindset like going into the whole
I
thing?
think even way before I planned on joining again, I reflected on like why am I doing this in the first place? Because obviously, it's not just me who's joining the pageant; it's my whole family, my supporters who will be joining with me on this journey. So I had to make sure na, okay, is this something that I really want? If it's something that I want, then of course I have to be mentally prepared. So I made sure that like I was mentally and physically and spiritually like ready. So I felt in my heart, I think this is the time. So our mind is truly a battlefield.
Yes.
Back and forth, we will have constant negativity in our head, and we always have to go back to our core. Okay, why am I doing this? Okay, this is my reason. This is my purpose. So that always brings me back on track. So yeah, so it's really our mind is we're always battling things in our head. So it's always best to have that positivity, surrounding ourselves with the right people, and just saying words of life, words of affirmation. Because words powerful, and if you keep saying those things to yourself, it'll
Yeah.
happen.
Speaking of words, one of the ones that I was like extremely impressed with the Q&A is this young woman here.
Yeah, I love it.
And
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think, especially for Miss Multinational, you know, you're the perfect candidate for that. I actually wrote here, Sophia Cineron.
Yeah.
She's Miss
Baby girl.
Multinational.
Oh, your sister.
Yeah,
Were-
our
you-
baby
you-
girl.
you guys were-
2017.
Oh wow.
Sisters
Yeah.
in 2017, and I was trying to think back like the way Sophia was during her time, and I had written that she was very cerebral and charming, but then with you, I think you were quite poetic and full of heart.
Yeah, she's very poetic,
Yeah.
Isabella.
And
Thank you.
the way you delivered your Q&A, I was like, wow. I was sitting there, and then I was like, I was so impressed with the way, because it wasn't just about the words that you were
It was really
using.
coming from
It was
the
coming
heart.
from the
Heart.
heart,
Yeah.
and then there was that force. What was going through your head as you were, because it's like you were like this train that just kept on going. And then there was that momentum. And of course, like sometimes like that one Q&A was a fluke. And then there's the second one, which was even grander. What was going through your mind during that time?
During that time,
Mhm.
thank you, Walter, for being so kind, and thank you guys. What was going through my mind? It was because it was my first time, and I would watch like Q&A videos, and I wouldn't blame the candidates if they like blank out, because it's really tough. Like it's
It's
hard.
different when you're on stage.
On stage,
and you're in that
exactly.
moment.
Exactly.
It's a different story.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and the adrenaline rush, and you get tired also because we were rehearsing the whole
Yeah.
day. It's really tough,
Super.
and you only have 30 seconds to answer. So when I was given the question, what was going through my mind is that, okay, so I was given this question, and then they asked me about the eyes. And then I said, okay, but I still have 30 seconds. So I started to elaborate on my answer. And I guess out from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So I guess that's what happened there.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Yeah,
It was.
very
Very
touching.
inspiring,
Thank you.
yeah.
It was powerful because you can't fake those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can say words, but you can't fake the emotion. So I hope that you continue to do that in multinational, and I think you will, because
Thank you.
you're one of those girls, and actually all of you. You have that. Like, you guys are very natural, and even if most of it. This is your first national pageant.
Yeah, it's my first.
Oh,
Except for you,
second,
yeah.
yeah.
But I was saying to the first batch that it's very unusual to actually have a batch where there's a lot of newbies. Because normally it's the pageant veterans that
Yeah.
dominate
Yeah.
the crowns. And this year there's only one who actually just joined for the second time.
Actually.
So great job, guys.
Yeah, yay! Good job, girls.
Now, this is a fun round.
Okay.
I just want to
Here we
we'll
go.
go one by one.
Here we
And
go.
just want you to give your answer really quickly.
With the time limit ba to?
Hindi.
No,
Ano
no.
lang siya.
Chill.
Wow. This one. Oh.
Okay, who goes first?
Let's go with Shana.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your phobia?
Oh, fish.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm really, really scared of fish. And a lot of people don't believe me, but I love the ocean. I just don't swim in it because I'm so scared of fish. And I don't really know how it started. They're really not pretty. But we should protect them and everything. But like, oh my God, no, I
Paano kung nasa
can't.
dining table?
Hindi, okay, but
Yeah, they eat
if
fish.
they're like dead and like, I mean,
For
cooked.
Pinirito na.
food.
If it's cooked, oh yeah. My favorite food was seafood, but
Okay.
Seafood.
What?
yeah.
But seeing them alive.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
You know, they
They're
want to see it.
slimy and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
gross.
Aww.
They bite.
Think, Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
Your
My
phobia.
phobia. Oh, I'm claustrophobic. Yeah, but one time I was able to overcome it. I went to Turkey and there was an underground city. It was really, really, I forgot how deep under the ground. And I was like, okay, it's just once in a lifetime opportunity. But I was crying, like bawling my eyes out. And I was like, at the end of it, I was like, oh, one more time. Like, it was so fun. So I was really, that was one of my proudest moments. I was able to overcome a fear, being really claustrophobic. But sometimes it really gets to me though.
Kailangan po talaga sa Turkey.
No.
I love it. I have to be in Turkey to
child.
overcome it.
No, because it was like, when you don't have the choice because you're traveling
Yeah.
and you have to experience. That's me. I want to
Yeah.
experience everything. So it's like, sayang the opportunity. I'm
Sayang I
here.
paid for it.
Diba? And but pero siguro if it's around here, I'll be like, no, I don't think I can. Ganun. But
Let's try
yeah.
later. Glai.
Me, I don't like to be left behind.
Really?
Yeah, like for example, if I'm in a group, and then all of a sudden I'm the last one, like I'm left behind, I get really sad. I don't know why. I feel like I get anxiety. I'm like,
Did you get left behind when you were?
yeah.
Did they leave you? Did they leave you when you
Now
were
we
a
know,
kid?
babe.
Aww.
No, I don't know. Like I don't get scared, but like Yeah, actually, I get
Gabe
scared.
probably
Get
left
scared.
you. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
it's, I don't
We'll
know,
never
it's so
leave
weird.
you behind.
We're here,
I
now we
get-
know.
Huwag
Now
niyo
we
siyang kalimutan.
know.
Love
Huwag
you
niyo
guys.
siyang kalimutan mamaya.
Yeah, totally.
Baka
Mamaya.
maki-issue.
Ako naman, I have a fear of heights. I have acrophobia. But ironically, I try to do the things that scares me the most. So I did parasailing.
Oh, so
I went, I did
nice. You
trapeze,
tried it. Not
but I
bad.
get anxiety attacks. Like I get really, really scared. But I think to myself, if I do the things that scares me the most, what else can you not do?
Aw.
Galing talaga nun.
I know, she's
Yeah.
like very, poetic in ano.
Q&A trainer na. Okay.
Parang hold it na lang like this.
Now, eto, she'll get stumped with this one.
Oh
Who's
my
your
God.
celebrity crush?
Oh my gosh, I have a
Local
lot.
or
Local or Hollywood?
Either.
Hollywood na
Oh,
lang.
sige. Oh, yeah. Kasi yung
Oy.
local pwede mangyari.
Yeah. So,
Baka
safe
mapanood
answer.
niyo yung rapid
Hi,
interview.
Tito.
Si Chris Evans.
Oh,
Captain America.
Tiga GMA or ABN?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
He's from the Creed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cassie?
Oh, I have two major crushes, Johnny Depp and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
I am
actually,
obsessed
Robert
with
Downey.
those two.
He's
I
into
love.
older men.
Oh, you know,
Iron Man.
I love like yung acting.
Yeah,
They're veterans,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they really
Actually good, really
inspire
good.
me. And the way they can pull off different characters, it's amazing. I want, like me as an inspiring artista, I want to be that kind of versatile as well. So that's syempre hindi lang tayo looks.
Yeah.
Pwede naman.
Kunwari lang.
Kung looks lang. So I can't think of a Hollywood crush. But my local crush, ever since I moved here, is Derek Ramsey. He's like really masculine, so manly.
Ikaw, who's your crush?
Your
Oh, well, I don't know.
What's yours?
Dami.
Ang dami.
Hindi ako yung crush nila usually. Going on to the next question.
Next.
You'll get stumped with
I
this
know,
one.
I know, right? See, ito talaga ang problema. If I logged onto your Netflix account, what would I see under recently watched?
Documentary. Go.
Peaky Blinders,
so good.
Money Heist, and How to Get Away with Murder. Yeah.
Ooh.
Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Ang deep.
Hindi
Okay.
ba yun?
Hindi, gusto niya mag-rob ng bank tapos pumatay.
Actually.
And get away with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mine would be Paw Patrol. Because
What?
my nephew has been spending time with
okay.
me. Oy, and I enjoy watching it then. Paw Patrol and then Cable Girls. It's a Spanish series. Like I mentioned with my Q&A, I'm in love with Spain. It's my dream destination. So that's my way of learning the Spanish language, watching it and reading the subtitles and then pause and then try to practice. And then last one would be Tall Girl, the new Netflix movie.
Oh,
yeah, it's very
yeah.
inspiring. I like it.
Mine would be Chef, street food on Netflix. Because I just love food. Even on my Instagram, all you can see is like food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love looking at food. And last would be a recent K-drama that I watched, which was Love Alarm.
Love
Love
Yeah,
Alarm.
Love
The
Alarm.
Korean one.
Yeah, but it's only 8 episodes.
Oh.
Ang bitin. Anyway,
But it's good.
yes, I like it.
You?
I watch documentaries and Black
serious.
Mirror. And also, there's another show. Forgot the other one.
Drag Race.
Oh, like classic films like The Shining by Stanley Kubrick.
And then there's Paw Patrol.
Yeah. I think I'll go over to your house to watch
Yeah.
Paw Patrol.
And then
That's
go
a
to your
Shining.
And then,
Now, here's another interesting question. If you could wear somebody else's gown from that night, what would it be?
Oh, that's actually fun.
yeah, I'm like
There's so
thinking-
many.
I know
Really
everyone's
nice gowns.
had nice gowns.
I'm like
If
thinking
you could steal somebody's gown and wear it.
I really like Kelly's gown. It was so
Not the
pretty.
black
Oh, yeah,
one.
And
Kelly's
the black
gown.
one.
Mine would be Cats.
Cats.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like
The yellow.
it's fun. Like
Get
you can play around with
Play
your
around with
skirt.
it.
I think that would be nice.
You can also trip in it if you didn't.
Oh yeah, impressive. Yeah.
Oh, I'd wear Shannon's gown. Because it's from the same designer. And I was there when she was doing her final fitting. And I like it. And it's in gold. I've never worn anything in gold. So interestingly, I'm imagining like, okay, I could probably pull that gold gown off.
Same actually. I would love to wear Casey's because it's pink and I'm like,
Yeah.
because we were fitting it together and I was looking at her gown and I was like, that's a really nice gown. So I would love to try it on. And then we both had slits because,
Yeah.
legs.
I love it.
We're always matching, no?
Always.
Now, I'm not gonna let this interview end without letting somebody sing just a little bit.
Of course.
Now,
Of
if there's a song right now that encapsulates your feelings of what's been going on in your life, what would that be? And can you sing us something?
I think I'd sing "You've Got a Friend" because I made so much friends in the
This is
past.
the Toy Story. So,
Ito na naman.
anything cartoon.
And yeah, um,
Hit it.
Go girl.
Yes, go girl.
We're your fans.
we'll be like,
Yeah.
we'll do this.
We're no backup dancers.
Yes.
We're moving.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall.
I know.
All you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you,
It's gonna be
Thank
amazing in multinational.
Yeah,
she will.
She
I'm so
will.
excited.
She's gonna
Because she's
play it.
multi-talented.
Love that.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here at Raptor Talk Entertainment. And thank you to the Miss World organization. Thank you to Arnold Vegafria, the national director. And thank you to Mama Ru, Arnold Mercado, for bringing all the girls here today. And we'd like to see you again next time. And please support the girls in all of their international competitions coming up. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.